Okay, year 12, I'm going to go over some of the HSC questions. So first one I'm going to do on sequences and series is 1994 question 4D. And as you can see, I had to write it out because I couldn't get the image because it's so old to download it for some reason. It was just not working. So what do we got here? Now, straight away, you think multiple, or this is a 7 times table. So you think it's going to be a geometric series, but it's not. These things are going up, by adding 7. All right. So our A is 7 and our D is 7. Now, before you jump in and do this, or you get a question like this and you do it like a sequences and series, the largest multiple that's less than 1,000, well, you should think about that and go, all right, well, I'm just going to go 1,000 divided by 7, and you get your calculator out, 1,000 divided by 7, 142.8. 142.8, blah, 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 blah. So I'll just say, well, I want it less than 1,000, so I'm just going to take 142, times it by 7, see what I get. So 142 times by 7, 994. And look at that. That's the largest multiple. If I'm going to do it as a series, though, I want T of n less than 1,000. Watch what happens when I do this. Remember, T of n is A plus n minus 1 times D. So we get 7 plus, and I'm just going to erase that, 7 plus n minus 1 times 7, because of D7, and I want that less than 1,000. I'm going to subtract the 7, so n, oh, well, I won't, because what's this? N plus, and I'll expand this, and I'm going to get plus 7n minus 7, less than 1,000, and I'll get 7n is less than 1,000, and I'll divide the 7, and I'll get exactly what I got over there, 142.8 dot dot dot. So n must equal 142. Hence, T of n equals 7 plus 142 minus 1 times 7, and you put that in your calculator, you'll get 994. But really, you really want to keep your head about what it is they're actually asking you. Now, the next one says, add up all the multiples from 1 to 1,000 of 7. So you've got to add up all these, 7 plus 14 plus 21. Well, you're already ahead of the game because you know S of n equals n on 2 A plus L because of Carl Friedrich Gauss. And that's how we started this, if you remember back. So we already know the last multiple, it's 994. So S of 142, how'd you know that? Because we found it over here, equals 142 over 2 times 7 plus 994. How did I know those things? Well, I knew my A. There's my A. And there's my T of 142, the last term that we're trying to add up. So then it's just calculator work. 142 divided by 2 times 7 plus 994. 71071. 71071. And I've just got the answers in front of me. I've got the old HSC. What was this? Question 4D. And there we go. They're both correct. The next one was 1995, and it was question 4a. So here it is. Now, when you're doing these ones, you can set it up how you like. Just because they've gone this way from left to right doesn't mean you have to go that way. So let's read it. A simple instrument has many strings. They don't tell us. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, no, they don't tell us how many strings. The difference between the lengths of the adjacent strings is a constant, so that the lengths of the strings form an arithmetic series. The shortest string is 30, the longest string is 50, the sum of all the strings is 1240. Find the number of strings. Right, this is an arithmetic series. So these are the formulas I'm going to use. T of n equals a plus n minus 1 times d. S of n equals n on 2a plus n minus 1 times d, or n on 2a plus l. Now, let's set this series up the other way, because I just like going the other way. So 30, something, 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 and we get to 50. So I'm going to let my a equal 30. And this is the last term, so that's my L. That equals 50. And I know that S of n, whatever it is, equals 1240. So I'm going to use this formula. So S of n equals n on 2, 30 plus 50. And I know that that's 1240 equals n on 2 times 80. Now, 1240 equals 2 goes into 80 40 times. So 40n divided by 40. 1240 divided by 40. 31 equals n. That means there are 31 strings. Let's double check that, because I'll get my other HSC booklet. What have we got? 1995. And it's question 4. Sorry about this. 1995, question 4. 31 strings. So there's part 1. Part 2. Find the difference between the adjacent strings. Well, now I know T of 31 equals 50. Well, that means 50 equals A plus n minus 1 times D. And it's 31. So 50 equals A is 30 plus n minus 1. Well, n is 31. So 31 minus 1 times D. And that's the thing I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find this common difference. Now I've got an equation. I just tidy up. 50 equals 30 plus 30D. Minus 20 equals 30D. Divide by the 30, 2 over 3 equals D. 2/3 of a centimetre, or 0.6 repeater. A centimetre equals D. They gave it as 2/3 in the back of the book, in the old HSC. Okay, number 3. Well, that's it. Find the difference. Done.